And we are recording.
And we're recording.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, smart. Oh, smart. Not right now. I'm recording.
Yeah,
Mario.
No. Stop playing with my balls. It's so Mario. Oh, yeah. Now, is it racist that Osmario is brown and you have a white dildo? I'm just saying.
Oh.
Or would it be more racist if you guys brown face that dick? I'm just saying. I don't know. One of the two. It's either too racist or not racist enough. I don't know. But you guys need to work on your dick game. That's all I'm saying.
I mean, only thing that really matters is this part. This is the only part that's hanging out of me. This is the only part you can see.
The balls.
You're not doing it right if you're not getting it all.
Everything else.
Yeah, upside down, they look like two little bald heads just hanging out. You know,
I have a dildo story for later. Okay, let's get started.
We're going to do this on 3, 2, 1.
What are you doing?
Testes in my mouth.
Get on the ground, you fucking pledge.
Ew.
Welcome to the greatest podcast experience of your life. This is the FratChat podcast.
All young men like 3 things. Food, news, pussy.
Featuring Carlos Garcia and Chris
Yeah, what's up, everybody? Welcome back to another edition of the greatest podcast in the history of podcasting time. It's the FratChat podcast. I'm Carlos Garcia with Chris Simo Moore. How's it going, Mr. Mo?
Yo, what's up, man? I'm fantastic. Thank you for asking. How are you?
I am fantastic too. You're welcome for asking. Thank you for asking back because, ladies and gentlemen, we have a very special show today. In fact, we have such a very special show that we're not going to wait to introduce our guest because we just can't fucking wait, people. It's too much of a good guest. It's too much of a fun guest. It's too much of one of our best friends in the goddamn game of a guest. Hey, we don't get that every often. Ladies and gentlemen, we have the hilarious Ron Prendimano. What's up, buddy?
Hey, how you doing?
Hill?
Simo, how you doing? Wow.
Hey, sexy bitch. Oh, yeah.
Oh, God. That sounds like me now. That's fantastic.
What's up, dude? You have a
You have
very
a funny
sexy
voice now.
bedroom.
Yeah.
My bedroom? No, it's totally. It's not.
This is where Ron films his OnlyFans videos, you guys.
My OnlyFans videos,
Yeah.
yes. It's a full
I
production.
subscribe.
It's a full production.
That's why I have this.
Sexy.
This is named Ron.
You named it Ron? Oh, that's so sweet.
That's
Yeah,
the
dude.
Ron model right there.
Ron
The
model?
Prendimano 5000.
You're giving me too much credit.
Curved
God bless
slightly
you.
to the left.
You know
How'd
what?
you know? How'd you know? That's amazing.
They got the curvature just right.
When I was
Hashtag
younger, like
science.
when I was in my early 20s, I was like, I've never taken a dick before. I wonder if I should like practice because I don't even know like how. Because when I was younger, we didn't have like YouTube and Google. You know what I mean? So there was no
Just
internet.
Uncle Frank
so-
who found the
Just Uncle
plunger.
Frank. Uncle
just
Frank and
goes
his
in.
thumb. Well, like I remember going to the porno store with my friend, and I was like, "Oh, this is a pretty one. This is nice. Oh, look at this one vibrates." And so I bought this like small, like not a huge dildo, and it didn't have the
Veins.
balls on it. It's just
Okay.
like this part, right? And so I lubed it up. I'm in my room, and I'm like trying to shove it in. I'm like, oh my God, this is so like my little tiny poo hole is not gonna. This is like I can't. So I lubed it up. I kept pushing it in, and finally, the whole thing went inside me. And I was like, oh my God, now I know why they have balls on these because you need something to grip
You would
to
get
yank it
lost.
out.
Yeah, I would get lost.
I was like, oh my God. So then I wobbled. Waddled over to like the hall bathroom and I sat on the toilet and I pushed it out like a turd and it fell in the toilet
At least
and
came
it was
out.
vibrating. So it kind of like bounced around in there. And I was too scared to pull it out because I was afraid that like I might electrocute myself. I didn't know. So my roommate at the time, I was like, we have to use the bathroom in the gym downstairs until this dies because I don't want us to die. Because I wouldn't want to be the person that died from electrocution from a dildo in the toilet. You know what I mean? And then I didn't use a dildo or play with my butthole for like at least a year after that. I was traumatized.
Yeah.
Well, it's a year of you missing out, buddy. That's what that is.
You know, I don't really like it that much. It kind of hurts. But I
Simo's toilet sounded like.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
Pretty much.
Oh my god.
But you know what? Most vibrators are waterproof, so you can like
that's good to know.
diddle yourself in the bathtub.
Okay.
A lot of people like to do that.
It's safe space.
I guess
I'd
it
rather
is a
do
safe
it
space
on public transit personally.
I feel like that's
extra
like
vibrations with
worse
the
than peeing
trains.
in the shower, though. You know what I mean? Like, I don't want your poo guts coming out of there. and
Yeah, no.
flinging all over the shower.
On the walls.
Well, if you prep like you should, you won't have poo guts.
If I come in and someone's fucking dildo is hanging on my shower wall,
you know where it's going to be.
Conversation.
It's going to be in your pots and pans. That's how people clean dildos. They like boil them. So if you don't find it anywhere, it's going to be on the stove.
So if you don't have a dishwasher, you boil it. Is that what you do?
Well,
I mean, I don't know. I don't have one.
Honestly, that was just a
yeah. Ron needs to know, Simo. How
tell
is
me.
he clean?
I've been
This
married
dildo
for
was a
so many
gag
years.
gift.
I'm getting to that point where I got to spice it up a bit. You know what I mean?
Okay, so the white dildo you saw a moment ago, that was a gag gift that I just used to like put places to make people uncomfortable. So it's actually never been inside of me, but I do have another dildo that's a lot smaller and it's glass, and I literally take it into the sink. I take it because I put it in the freezer, and then when it's like nice and cold,
That's
I
risky.
jam it up in
Dude.
there.
What if it cracks?
Yeah, what if it breaks?
If it cracks, it cracks. If it cracks, then it cracks. It is what it is. But when I'm finished with it, I just take dish soap and I just go like this in the sink, and
you just get a nice hand job.
Back in the freezer.
Give it a hand job.
I do.
And kind of go with it. Okay.
It's all on the wrist. It's all on the wrist. You know what I mean? I just spit shine it.
If it was like Toy Story, Simo's toy would come out of the freezer.
Oh my god! Toy Story 5, Simo's Legacy.
Okay, so since we're on the topic of sexy time, Carlos, can you repeat the story about the medication that you were prescribed?
Oh, no, I don't want to repeat that. I specifically said I don't want to talk about that. So how about no? But now I have to, or else it sounds even worse.
Yeah, you have to now.
So I got a rash down there once. The doctor's like, I don't think it's an STD, but just in case, I have to give you a prescription of Valtrax. It was awful. I had to go pick that shit up. It was so embarrassing. But luckily, the doctor was right. It wasn't an STD.
Well, that's
and then I had to pick it up again. But people had to go get that shit on the reg.
I had a yeast infection once.
Yeah?
In my ear.
In your vagina?
No, not my vagina. In my ear. Like I was actually like partially deaf for a couple weeks. Yeah.
Who were you?
It was.
You splurged in your ear.
I don't remember their name, but it was.
Which of your uncles is slinging yogurt?
It wasn't an uncle. It wasn't an uncle. It was a cousin, and yeah, it was insane. I couldn't
Kissy
hear.
cousin.
My kissing cousins.
I know where you're from. That makes sense.
Ron doesn't get wet willies. He gets sticky willies.
Sticky willies. Oh man.
You know what? I've always been. I mean, despite what people may think from my comedy and the things I say on here, I've actually always been like a prude, and so I never had like a scare. But I do know that my friends have gone multiple times to get things checked, and the doctor tends to just prescribe antibiotics preemptively. They're just like, let's just not worry about this. I'll test it, but we're gonna give you antibiotics anyway, and then if you're positive or whatever, who cares? You've already been treated. And if you are negative, who cares? Like, it's just antibiotics.
Sure,
so I had a photo shoot a couple times in Chicago, and I was like, man, like my skin's a mess. I'm going to go get antibiotics. So there's a couple times I went to the sex clinic and just told them I had itchies and scratchies when I didn't, just to get antibiotics, because it makes your skin clear. And I had this doctor who just would not prescribe antibiotics. I was like, whatever, I know how to get it. So that's what I would do. It was so shitty. But I would go to the sex clinic and make up stories about like porno rampages when I've never. It's just me touching me in my 20s, So yeah, I would cheat the system to make my skin look good.
Good for you. Good for you.
Simo's a pill peddler, you guys.
And
Good to know.
because
Yeah.
of this, you have nice skin. That's very good.
Well, that was Accutane a few years later. I couldn't compete. I couldn't keep up with
Ah.
them. Like, oh my God, there's a lot of trips to the clinic. I need to figure out something else. They put me on Accutane. Have you heard of that?
No.
Accutane is like really intense, like acne medication, and like it's like you take it for like 6 to 8 months or so, and it dries you out. Like the inside of my nose was bleeding, like my lips were super chapped, like I was just dried out, and then that like wipes out your acne like forever. So when kids have really bad acne, they get put on Accutane, and it sucks for like half a year, but then it's like
Half
the
a
closest
year?
thing to a cure.
You're going to have a bloody
Yeah.
nose and a chafing ass for half a year, but your acne will
Oh
be
my God,
gone.
horrible. Yeah, but I think adults have like a second wave of acne. So it wasn't until like I was like approaching 30 that like my skin got really bad again, and I was like, the fuck? I thought you grew out of this, but I think it's like a second wave. I don't know. Whatever. I love pills.
Simo's face has had more experiments in Area 51, you guys. It is crazy.
Whoa.
If you only
Whoa.
saw
Yeah.
the things that have happened to that face. But I like how we're literally not even 10 minutes in, and we already talked about dicks, asses,
Yeast infections.
STDs, yeast infections.
Well, it is the Frat Chat podcast.
Right?
God damn. We really moved on quick this time. So
I do that.
I got to tell
I'm
you
usually
guys.
quick.
Yes, we're usually quick here. And it's good that we have Ron here, you guys, because Ron is a regular at the greatest comedy show of all time, you guys, which is
And the
coming
clinic.
back. That's right. It's coming back February 17th on a Friday, baby, 7:15 p.m. at Broadway Comedy Club.
Broadway.
Make sure you get them tickets at tiny.cc/greatest comedy show, or head to the Broadway Comedy Club website and get them there. We got Carmen Lagala headlining, baby. You've seen her on The Late Show with Stephen Colbert. We got Kenny's Circa from Netflix and Amazon Prime. Khalid Rahman's coming back from Conan. You got myself, Mr. Mo, and at MTV, of course, Frat Chat Podcast. We got Veronica Kwiatkowski from Hot Sex Comedy, and Mr. Ron Prendimano hosting this bitch. Look at him.
Oh, yeah.
Look at him over there. Look at him over there. He is the man.
Hosting like a hoe.
Like a
The
hoe.
hostess.
I love Hostess. Delicious.
Yes. So make sure you get those tickets again. That's at tiny.cc/greatest comedy show. If you get them there, make sure you use promo code RETURN for 50% off and promo code FRATCHAT for 15% off. Take your pick. I suggest you save the more money, but just saying. Or go to the Broadway Comedy Club website, BroadwayComedyClub.com. So
I think last show we discussed some things, and I'm waiting for my trophy.
Trophy.
Well, you guys, last week we had a very controversial episode. We were discussing the greatest reality TV shows of all time. And we had a little bit of a debate here. We had the Jersey Shore, which Mr. Mo, or I picked, and the Real World, which Mr. Mo picked, going 1-on-1, you guys. And I really thought, not gonna lie, the people were gonna come in clutch for me. I really thought the people were gonna give me the win, But I have to say, people, I'm disappointed in you. I'm kind of sad in you. I don't know how to feel right now, because the Real World did win with 61% of the votes.
Wow.
Jersey Shore got 39% of the votes.
I mean, Real World is kind of a pioneer, right? I mean, they kind of started the whole
Yeah. I
Correct.
just thought Jersey Shore was better.
thing. A lot of abs.
Jersey Shore was the Real World
okay.
better.
So
Here you can. I gotta turn it this way. You can see the damn. You
Wow.
can see I'm not fucking it.
So a few months ago, Donald Trump said, "I'm the best president ever, better
Okay.
than Lincoln." And I'm like, what? And that sounds like Carlos saying Jersey
It's better
Shore
than
is the
Lincoln.
best reality
Okay.
TV show, better than Real World, when Jersey Shore would not be anything if it wasn't for Real World paving the way. Jersey Shore is basically a white trash
Wow.
Jersey version of the
Well,
Real World.
Yes, that's
Yeah.
why it's better and funnier. That's exactly it.
Where's the
A little more
lie?
That's exactly
A little
it.
more character
Yeah, that's what
development.
people love
Jersey
it.
Shore, yeah. Better names. Situation.
Yeah, those Guidos are funny as fuck.
Hey, I resent that.
They call themselves Guidos.
They're-
Right, we do.
From Staten Island, from Jersey,
My cousin was on one of their
from the
episodes.
armpit of
actually.
America.
She was blurred out, but she like almost got into a fight with Snooki in the first
really?
season or something like that. Yeah.
Oh.
Insane.
Wait,
No, not Gwen. No,
Gwen?
no. Not Gwen. It's a different cousin.
No, Gwen. I can't see
No,
Gwen.
I can't see Gwen doing that. Gwen will be
Oh
like,
my
let me read you a
God.
fucking
With a
story.
bun
okay?
How about her
Snooki.
sister?
Right?
Hey, get out of here, you fucking bitch!
That's pretty. That sounds exactly like her.
I'm walking here.
She's gonna hate me. She's gonna hate me.
Yes. So Simo gets the W on last week's episode.
Congratulations.
This is a
Simo.
new week. You guys.
Congratulations.
Yes.
Thank you. I wasn't worried.
Son of a bitch.
I knew my fans would come through.
Him and his mom voted like 6 times.
Yeah, that's probably what happened. Yeah.
Yes,
You're
you're
panicked?
panicked. Yeah. I was like, Mom, tell everyone at your job, tell all your friends. Maybe you can put like a prayer announcement at church and say, if you really care about my son's well-being,
I
you
will
would
say though,
cast a
just
vote.
for the record, personally, I'd have to go with Jersey Shore. Personally,
Yes, you see?
I'd have to go with Jersey
Son
You
of a
Shore.
bitch.
see? You see?
Like I could watch Real World and be okay with it, but if I watched Jersey Shore, like it was such trash, I couldn't shut it off. So I have to go with
Mhm.
Jersey Shore in this one. I have to.
And it's addicting.
It's
It's addicting.
now they're on like what?
And there's long-term
Ooh.
relationships in it that you see, like Ronnie and Sam, and you're like,
He's
will
got
they
it,
or
boy.
won't they? They're like the Ross and Rachel of the trashy millennial generation, baby. It was awesome. Will they or won't they?
Why is that
Will
so
they break
right?
up? Will they
Why
stay
is that
together?
so accurate?
Yes! Yes!
And how many Real Worlds were there?
I think
Oh, a lot.
Yeah, there's a
a lot
few.
of different casts. And no, The Miz was born
At
out of the
least-
real world, which is great. He
Oh.
became WWE champion.
Real World back to New
Oh,
York.
which
okay.
is my favorite season.
Season 10.
He used the money. Well, he technically he won that, and then he went to the Real World Road Rules Challenge, which he was pretty good at, and he used the earnings from that to go to wrestling school.
Okay.
And then he ended up like having to earn it because it honestly took him a long time to get respect in the biz, and now he's very successful. So I got respect. Got respect for the Real World. I just,
I used to think he was so
don't get bored
hot.
of it.
The Miz.
Miz-
He's a good-looking
Miz
guy.
makes
You
you
should see his
do.
wife. Good lord, his wife is one of the hottest women on the planet by far. And like,
The hottest
Good
women
for
on the
him.
planet. Hands down.
Do they have an OnlyFans?
God, I wish. But no, she has like.
I wish
kids.
that.
She was.
honestly.
Is it OnlyFans or Only's
No, it's
Fans?
only fans.
Fans.
Onlys isn't a word.
Onlys.
OnlyFans.
Only's the lonely.
How would you even spell that?
ONLYS?
Oh.
Could be IES. That's a possibility
Yeah.
too.
Only's
Yeah,
Fan.
that's weird.
I didn't finish college, so don't ask me.
Only's Fan. Only Fans. Fans only.
Fans only. Only
I don't
fans.
know.
I think that name works.
Yeah, I think
it's good.
I don't think we should. I mean, it's all about boobs, anyways.
It's all about boobs. Yeah.
People find a way to make it work.
Yeah.
They want to see those titties. and the foot people, I guess. But anyways,
Foot people.
moving on to Ron's neck of the woods, to his people.
Huh?
We're gonna talk about the idiot of the week,
Huh?
you guys. It's back and dumber than ever.
Aw.
And we're gonna go to Florida,
Aw.
guys.
Is it Ron?
I was gonna say, is it
Is
me?
it
Yeah.
Ron?
See, all signs
It wasn't
point.
Ron
All
this time.
signs point to Ron.
I'm sorry. It's not very
No,
welcoming
worst
for our
thing.
guests, but
Yeah,
I mean,
this is why we brought
the
you
shoe
on
fits.
early.
Oh yeah, right. We're gonna make fun of you all day, you son of a bitch.
So these two dudes in Brevard County
Okay.
were arrested after they got caught. They were caught driving a pickup truck, and
So
no, we
far?
got this from 97x.com.
Wait, 97X. Where is 97X? Is that in Tampa?
I think so.
Okay.
It's Dwyer Michaels,
That-
the classic rock authority brother.
Okay.
Sounds pretty badass. They have a lightning bolt coming out of their X logo, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, I think that might be from Tampa, but go on.
They're what?
I think I know that
It's
station.
a lightning bolt. Click the link. You'll see the logo.
Okay.
I'll Here, I'll send it on the chat so Ryan can see
Let
it.
me see.
Oh, out of the
What
X.
is
I
this?
thought you said out of the X.
I mean, who
was
never
like, this
knows?
is a gay
We
station.
talked about STDs earlier, so you never know what those guys are into. But the logo is pretty cool. I mean, I immediately trust an authority
Access
for
denied.
classic
Oh,
rock
whatever.
that has a lightning bolt coming out of their X.
Mm.
Anywho, these dudes get caught. Here, I'll send it to you on Facebook, Ron, in case you're having blocked issues.
If
There, I
not,
just
it's
sent
okay.
it on the Facebook chat. And they get pulled over in this pickup truck.
Oh, I do not know them. Okay. Just kidding.
The pickup truck had a license plate, which was very easily identifiable by the police. Why? Because it was a piece of cardboard that said stolen tag written on it. So the cops obviously found the car very fucking quickly. Apparently, these guys were wanted for burglary. They had been able to break into several houses, and the last one they were not able to break into, guy chased them out. They get in this pickup truck, they drive away. They fucking have the license plate that's made of cardboard. They immediately get taken into custody. And here's the kicker. Their names are Anthony Souza and Chad Dulett. The driver gets out of the car and, puts his hands up, no problems. The other guy, when he's trying to get out from the passenger side, I don't know what he was doing. Maybe he was high. Maybe just super scared. But he just slips and he just hilariously falls out of the truck and just eats shit.
Typical Florida.
And that's how he goes down.
Maybe it was
I
icy.
gotta give him credit though to put the cardboard license plate. It means you care a little bit. You may not be registered with the state, but at least you care. You care to at least tell them it's stolen.
Just steal a regular tag, and no one will even fucking notice.
Yeah, this guy screw it. No, just put it. I appreciate the cardboard. That's some good work. That's some fine Florida right there. That's what that is. That's a fine Florida.
You give it your stamp of Florida.
Stamp of Florida approval.
But if it rains, then
palm trees and
not
loofahs everywhere.
That's true. If it rains, one water drop and it's falling right off. I don't know. But Floridians are a different breed.
We are.
What are public schools like in Florida?
What are public schools? There are
there schools in Florida?
We all go to a little hole, and with the alligators teach us. They're like any school. I mean, not the greatest schools in the country, but it's gotten better over the years. When I was there, it was okay. I turned out all right.
Ron's like, ever since they stopped doing that critical thinking, okay.
I could do the nines trick on my fingers. Watch.
Oh no.
It was typical suburbia. Nothing crazy. Where I grew up, nothing crazy. I mean, I grew up about an hour north of Tampa in a town called Spring Hill, and then there wasn't shit there. Wasn't now? There's some more.
Is that near
not even
Tallahassee?
Close. Not even close.
Florida's pretty big.
Jacksonville's about a 4-hour drive.
Wow.
Florida's huge. People forget how big Florida is.
Mm-hmm. America has a big wang.
It's a nice size wang.
A big dick. But it's full of disease.
Unfortunately. I mean, the villages have the highest STD rate in the country, and that's a senior citizen village.
There you go.
Yeah, that's because Carlos used to do spring break in.
Me and Simo's grandma used to get down.
Whoa.
Oh yeah.
I like it. Teach me a few tricks. Yeah.
Dan, Skippy. I mean, I was gonna say you have to be the biggest dumbass I've ever met to put a cardboard license plate on a car, but
stupid.
Looks like Ron's telling us otherwise.
It shows they care. It shows it's stupid, but it shows they care.
But we all agree it's very dumb.
See, I'd rather see.
Okay.
I'd rather see a cardboard license plate attached to a shopping cart. To me, I'm like, okay, that makes sense.
To a shopping cart.
A cardboard license plate on a pickup truck. I'm like, okay, this is.
Hey, I stole this here shopping cart fair and square. It's my license plate on it.
I mean, I would take a public shopping cart. I absolutely would.
If I saw that, I'd be like, oh, that makes sense.
That's true. Yeah. Then you could put whatever, as many numbers as you want, and it can be ready to roll on
with
it, or
the
something
number
like that.
2 on it.
RDY.
Yeah.
Yeah,
that's right.
RDY to
See?
RLL.
The Florida's coming out of me. This isn't good. This isn't good.
Ron's so happy right now.
Oh,
He's
God.
gonna steal a shopping cart as soon as we're
I'm
done.
gonna eat fried gator tail in a second, which is delicious if you've never had that, by the way. It's very good. Chris, have you ever
Oh,
had
by the way, I forgot to ask you, because we will be putting this on YouTube. You are
Yeah, I know.
clearly recording this after doing your first porn from a hotel room. Why don't you tell us where you're at right now?
I am in Detroit, Michigan.
That's right.
Detroit, Michigan.
That's it's one of the
I
finer
am
parts of the country.
in a hotel downtown. I'm a flight attendant by day, so this is where I'm laying over. So here I am.
Yes. Flight attendant by night, comedian by night, and great lover by
Laid
midnight.
over,
Well, I'm a soon
laid up,
to be porn
legs
star
in the
now, so
air.
I'm very excited about that.
That's right. Ron and Simo are
but
the
you should make
professional
your bed
fluffers.
before you start
Yes,
getting
no,
busy.
Simo, wonderful fluffing. You are probably one of the best fluffers in the industry.
Simo gave him all his
thanks.
tips. Ron is
Just
ready
like
to make it his own now.
Ah.
Exactly. Yeah, I didn't know.
Lord.
This is my second time in Detroit, but I didn't know how close Canada was to Detroit. I had no idea. It was like 2 miles away.
yeah.
I had no idea. Windsor,
Yeah, it's
Ontario,
right there.
So
When you turn 19 in Michigan, like 21, who cares? When you turn 19, you go over the border and
You
you
go
go
to
drinking
Caesars,
in
right?
Canada.
Caesars, is
That's
that
the
where you
legal
go?
drinking age.
Caesars in Windsor?
I'm not sure. I just know that all my friends, like when they turn 21, they're like, been there, done that. I already celebrated my 21 when I was 19. I'm like, oh, really? Huh, look at that.
I got fucking blacked out my 21st.
21st? I don't remember.
My parents took me to Macaroni Grill on my 21st birthday.
Well, I went to Red Lobster
with my
for
grandma.
lunch and got my first legal beer with my parents, but then I went back to school and got flippity floppy.
I had coworkers use my birthday as an excuse to party, and no one cared about me, and then everybody was just doing coke, and I left. Yeah.
Well, at least they celebrate it, just not.
Yeah, they're like, here's a little bottle of Jack, you redneck. And I'm like, thanks. And there you go. That was it.
So you brought yourself an 8-ball of cocaine.
Yeah. No, I didn't do it coke.
I've turned 21 16 times.
I believe that.
Crazy.
I believe that. Every Friday after the
Simo's
show.
ID just looks the same.
It looks great. You look fantastic, Simo.
Looks great. Oh, lordy lord.
Oh, thanks.
Boss.
Thanks, Dr. Coletti and the team at Park Avenue Skin Solutions.
What?
By the way, Mr.
Park Avenue Skin Solutions is my cosmetic place of choice.
Yeah, that's where Simo
FYI.
goes to try to not look 45. And it's totally working.
It's working.
You know what?
Right,
You're
Ron?
doing a great
Totally.
job.
Yeah.
You look fantastic,
Do you
Simo. Oh my God.
do you remember the musical group called
O-Town, yeah.
Yeah.
They had a song. I don't
And they had a song called
Ideal
Liquid
Girl or
Dreams or something. It's like
Yeah.
Wet Dreams.
Oh.
It's about coming in your bed sheets. Because all your
Yeah.
dream
Snap.
women. Yep.
Yeah.
Yep.
Well, I would dream women and just cry, so my sheets were wet for a different reason.
Aw.
But I there's this guy, his name's Ashley. He's the pretty one from that group. I think he and I are on the same schedule with our Botox. Is every time I go there, he's there. So either he's there every day, or we're just on the same like 3-4 month schedule. But one of the reasons why I go to this place is because he was in the lobby, and I was like, well, if he goes here and he looks amazing, I'm gonna go here. Anyway,
Coincidentally,
that's all.
I mean,
and then
the
they
guy-
seem to also have the same commute home too, which is weird.
Did
you
they
know?
have five?
Simo
Did they have
right
five
behind
members or
him.
him.
4 members in
Home.
their band? They did have 5. Okay, I know
5.
98 Degrees had 4, but they did have 5. Okay.
I only
Yes.
remember Ashley. The other ones, like you could put them in front of me right now, and I would have. And this is no offense; it's just been a few years. I don't remember what they look like at all.
Weren't they named after like the town that Rocco lived in? O-Town.
Oh, I don't
What
know.
the fuck? Yeah, Rocco's
Rocco
Modern Life.
Modern
He lived in
Life?
O-Town. Wasn't that what they were named after?
Really?
I have no idea. Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I had no idea.
Oh my god, my whole
I don't know if
childhood
that's
makes
what
They
sense
the
were
band
now.
they were on that P Diddy show, right? They put them together, make the band. Yeah,
Making the
that's
Band?
what it was.
Oh, they were on Making the Band? I
Yep,
did not know
They
that.
were put together
They like auditioned to be
on this band, and they
sellouts.
bombed. I remember they bombed their first live performance because they couldn't hear themselves on the thing or something. But they were all like singing really out of tune.
Oh,
like,
God.
Liquid dreams. While they're like gyrating their little booties.
That was good, Carlos. That was good. That was sounded just like them.
Yeah.
They're like, if Mariah Carey can do
That's-
this, we can do this.
That's how I
And they
feel.
just quick cut to P Diddy in the back, like, God damn these white kids! What are they doing?
Made him sound like he's from Florida, but good job, Carlos.
Yeah. Florida P Diddy.
Florida P. did. Oh, God.
He was sitting in his shopping cart, you know.
Eating Publix fried chicken. That's
God damn.
eating Publix fried chicken and their delicious pub subs. Oh, yeah. Have you guys ever been to a Publix?
Yes.
Publix
yes,
is the greatest
Publix is
supermarket
Yes.
ever. Like before there
I
was
went
like
to- my
Whole
first
Foods
one
and
was in
Wegmans, there was
Sarasota.
Publix.
Mhm.
Just saying.
And it's
Shout out
like,
to Publix.
and they don't like, hold their nose up high
No.
at Publix.
No,
like
they
they're
don't.
Whole Foods. They're like, oh,
No.
this right here has romaine lettuce exclusively grown in the fresh lands of California.
Exactly.
Publix are like, what you want, bitch? Here, take your goddamn lettuce and stick it up your ass.
Sir.
And look how fresh
they
it
say
is.
sir. They say sir afterwards. They're always with a smile in Publix.
Yeah, Publix is awesome.
I like Publix a lot.
Big shout out Publix. That's one thing that Florida has in.
What do you think of do you like
I don't think
Piggly
I've ever
Wiggly?
been to a Piggly Wiggly.
Yeah, I don't know. I've seen them, never been to one.
I don't think I've ever been to one.
We're not that white trash. Jesus, I'm a foreigner, Simo. Just saying.
See,
A Piggly Wiggly.
Piggly Wiggly.
And Ron, you said you're from like 45 minutes outside of Tampa.
About an
Is that what
hour,
you said, or
about an
4
hour.
hours? An hour
north.
So, would you consider Florida an upgrade from New Jersey?
It's wow, I'm cornered. It's different. They're both special. I grew up in the two special parts of the country, and like Jersey. I love me some Jersey. Don't get me wrong. I was born there. I love me some Jersey, but they annoy the shit out of me down there. But then I go to Florida, and like Florida annoys the shit out of me down there. But would I say it's an upgrade? No, I'd say they're parallel to one another. I think Florida has better stories. Florida definitely has better stories, like obviously the cardboard license plates. But Jersey's odd. Jersey's an odd state. I don't know. Upgrade? Oh God. In some ways, yes. In some ways. I mean, my father still left, so it's fine.
Yeah, well, is it because he wanted to, or that his fourth wife make him? Hey,
Oh.
Ron's dad gets married a lot.
Just a few. Just a few. Love you, Daddy.
Oh Lord.
Florida.
So did your family want to leave?
Yes,
Jersey,
yes, they
Ron,
did.
or
They
were
moved.
asked to leave?
They moved to Florida to kind of just start over, kind of thing. That's why they moved. Start over in Florida. My mother had family in Florida, so we had family close by. So they figured let's move to Florida, and everyone's there.
This sounds like a mob
Yeah,
story.
maybe,
here.
maybe.
I'm not gonna lie.
Maybe could be, but
They wanted to move from New Jersey to Florida to start fresh.
At Publix. Does it get more
we
fresh than
never
Publix?
worked at Publix. None of them ever worked at Publix. Yeah, they moved in '88. They moved down there in '88, and I was 1 when we moved down to Florida, and then I moved to New York at 18, and everyone else is still down there. Yeah,
Wow.
So did
I
you
didn't
want
realize
to
you were a
move to
little
New
older
York,
than
or were
me,
you
Ron.
asked to leave Florida?
I got accepted to an acting school, so that's why I moved to New York. And then I never left.
Gotcha. When you were in Florida, did you ever go to like Sheetz and like Wawa's?
We didn't have Wawas in Florida back then.
Really?
Yeah, there were no Wawas. That was strictly like a
Nice.
Pennsylvania, Jersey thing.
You know what? I have a cousin
Yeah.
that is like an auctioneer and like hosts rodeos, like real country, right? And he doesn't like me because I'm gay, but I'm like, I've seen you deep throat a hoagie at Wawa's. Don't act like you are not experienced in the art form that is sucking dick, my friend.
Oh.
I mean, they're pretty
One thing we did
delicious.
in that I remember that's kind of southern, I guess. I don't know. In 5th grade, we went to a dairy farm. Okay, and they were doing like an experiment on the cow where like they remove like you can put your hand in one of their stomachs. So they like remove the side of the cow and you can put your hand in there and like feel the digested pretty much shit in there. Yeah. Carlos, your face says it all, but yeah, that's it. Yeah. And
Why would anybody want to feel this?
Yep.
What the
And
fuck?
for years, like Victor and all them, they've been telling me that I've stuck my hand up a cow's ass when I hit Florida. Yeah. But that it's
Yeah, I mean,
no,
they're not
they're
wrong. You
partially right.
did.
Yeah, just the asshole was on the side of the cow. Yeah, that was one
Do
thing.
you remember the
So we're-
technique? Because it's been a long time for me.
Yeah,
Well, the glove was like, huh? The glove was like really long, and they're like, go ahead, stick your hand in there. I'm like, all right, here we go. And my 10-year-old self is like picking up this like half digested grass, and then I just threw it back in the cow and went on my day.
Oh,
so how was this?
Hear that,
How was
PETA?
this adventure pitched to you as a child?
This is
Hey kids, we're gonna go stick our hands up
it
cows'
was the
asses.
annual. It was the in 5th grade in my elementary school. Everybody went to the dairy farm. That's what you did. That was part of. I don't know if that's still part of the curriculum, but yeah.
Yeah, most people would just want a sample of milk.
No,
you know.
No, we got to feel the cows, get real into the cows. You know. Best.
can you drink milk?
You want that milk? You gotta earn it, boy.
Like when milk comes from a cow, does it go through any process or just put directly into like a jar?
Well, it's pasteurized and other things.
What's
So there's a whole
pasteurized
process.
mean? It's like filtered?
No, I believe it. What is pasteurization? Carlos, you're smarter than me. What's pasteurization? What is that when they heat it up?
I don't fire.
Welcome to the
They heat it
FratChat
up?
podcast.
I don't
We
think.
don't know
I
what
don't think-
pasteurization is.
Yeah, I don't think a comedian is who we should get our pasteurization
Yeah,
advice
right.
from.
I think it's when you like heat it up to kill things.
This is
I
not
don't
what
know.
we prepared Ron to come
You
in.
guys set me up, goddamn.
You better
set me
come
up for this.
ready.
What's pasteurization?
Okay.
I don't fucking know. I don't know. I don't even drink milk.
Tell us the 10 basic steps to pasteurization. You,
You
son
gotta
of a bitch.
squeeze the udders, man. You gotta squeeze them real good, which I have done. You gotta squeeze the
I think
udders.
you had to do it in like a circular motion and it's on the wrists.
No, that's a
Up
hand
and down
job. That's
like
different.
this.
No.
It's
You
not
need a lot
cleaning
of
your
spit.
dildo. See that?
A lot of spit.
See what's like, come
Oh,
out,
no.
man.
Lube is like money. You can never have too much. You know what I mean?
Lube is like money.
Now we know why they call him
Right.
facial.
But yeah, when they were done with the cow, they just put the little plastic cap back on, and the cow went about its day. Kind of felt bad for the cow. All these like
Plastic
100
cap?
kids. Yeah, because it was like
Yeah, what? They put a little
no,
cap
it
on
was
the
in
titty?
the side of the stomach. Yeah, we're going back to the stomach now. But yeah, it was like a plastic cap. So that's how they tested the cow. Yeah, see how it's making sure it's like digesting properly and stuff. Yeah,
That's
it was fun.
weird.
it's a lot of fun.
Yeah, sounds like the time of my
Yeah.
life, right?
You love
Ooh.
Florida, dude.
So that's a great transition, actually. Florida is often featured in our Idiot of the Week segment, and it's not by
No,
choice.
thanks,
It's
guys.
just they just
Yeah,
always
mhm.
come up. So why is Florida so Florida? We just need you to tell us because we really don't know. We've often wondered this.
So I could give you the real answer, or I could give you some bullshit answer. What would you prefer?
Both.
So Florida
Yeah.
is kind of always done what Florida does. We've always just kind of traveled to the beat of our own drum. We just kind of do whatever. But like Florida's so split because like when people first started moving to Florida, all the people from the south moved to the northern state part of Florida, like the Panhandle and stuff, and all the people from the north moved down to the southern part of Florida. So that's why Central Florida is so
Oh.
backwards and kind of a mix of everything, which is where I'm from. Hi. And yeah, so Florida's just kind of always done what Florida does. It's just especially like due to recent years, it's just become more obvious. And the reason why Florida, like for example, you get all these Florida man stories, is because the moment somebody's arrested, that shit becomes public immediately. That's why it happens so quickly. So yeah, Florida just does. Florida does what Florida does, and what Florida will do, what Florida will do. Okay.
Florida does what
Florida does,
do.
Florida do. Okay.
That should be a T-shirt, you guys. Patent
Oh,
pending.
yeah.
We'll make millions. Florida does
Dude,
what Florida
Or
do.
thousands, but I'll take it.
Okay, so now when did you start comedy?
So
and
I
why?
started comedy in. So I started it, and then I took a few years off, and then I went back to it. So I started in 2009.
Okay.
I did a workshop with college. I didn't finish college, but I did go to college. And Florida. And I did a workshop with them, which actually performed at Stand Up New York in 2009, which was pretty cool. And then I took a few years off. I met my friend Victor, and then I started doing comedy again in 2012. So it's been 10, 11 years I've been doing stand-up.
Oh wow.
Yeah, a long time.
What drove you
I
to it?
was always the
What
funny
made you
kid
wanna
in
do stand-up?
school. So that kind of just eventually got to the point where I got the courage to just get up and do it. And that was it. I mean, I went to theater school and stuff like that. And, I've always been in the arts. But yeah, that's. In the arts, yes. Yes.
Ron spent 8 years in mime
You
school.
know, you can't have fart without art. Did you know that?
I didn't.
That's
I did.
true.
Yeah.
And you cannot
The more you
fart
know.
without art either.
Yeah, I started. That's when I started doing comedy. 2012.
When you were younger, what was your favorite movie? I'm assuming it was probably a comedy, but maybe not. Maybe it was Dancing with
Nope.
Wolves.
Mrs. Doubtfire. Mrs. Doubtfire.
I love that movie.
Yes, that's such a good movie. Such a good
Mrs.
fucking
Doubtfire
movie.
was my
Yeah.
Mrs. Doubtfire, hands down.
I actually just saw a fun factoid there's this guy on YouTube, I think it's like David Allen or something, that has like, do you know facts on movies? When that scene is going on and the cream on his face starts falling off, that wasn't supposed to start falling off. It was just like too hot, but he just rolled with it and kept
One
like
number two, dear. Would you
going.
like
And
another?
so all those things that are happening are like him just
he was
improvising,
brilliant.
ad-libbing. And I'm
That
like,
doesn't surprise me.
you fucking genius. God, I
Smoking
love
like
you.
a snow cone in
Fucking
Phoenix.
love you.
Did I go again?
My
I'll go get
two
Daddy.
favorite my
like dropping it in the coffee too. Like those just like, man.
Don't get me
genius.
wrong, I love all of his movies. Robin Williams was like my everything as a kid. Now, although I
Sure.
loved Hook, my favorite two roles of his was Mrs. Doubtfire, obviously,
yeah.
and he's a really good dramatic actor. So his performance in Good Will Hunting is stellar.
Oh, of course. Now, have you ever
What
seen
a
1 Hour
talent.
Photo?
Yeah.
1 Hour Photo. That
Yes,
was
he's scary
creepy
as
as hell.
fuck.
That
Yeah.
was. I like that. That was really good.
Birdcage was really good.
Creepy.
Birdcage
What a
goes
great
without
actor.
saying. Yeah, it goes. He had a cameo in AI Artificial Intelligence.
He did?
That movie with Haley Joel Osment. He played Dr. Know-It-All. Yeah, it was like a computerized thing, but yeah.
Ah.
Mhm.
It's funny because he played a robot
Bicentennial
in another
Man.
movie too.
Which I didn't like at
Bicentennial
first, but then
Man,
after a
that's
while, I'm
what
like,
it
it's
is.
okay. Wasn't my favorite movie.
What is adult Ron's favorite movie now?
Probably Goodfellas, to be honest.
Really?
Goodfellas, yeah.
I thought you were going to say Clueless.
That's a very
You thought I was
Ron
gonna say
movie. I
Clueless?
figured that's
Clueless
that's
is my
mine.
number. No, that's a great movie. Paul Rudd. No, probably. Yeah, Goodfellas. Definitely Goodfellas.
Yeah,
Goodfellas.
Goodfellas.
I've
is
never
so
seen it.
fucking Good. What?
Why am I talking to you? Why am I here? Why did you invite
Osmar
me?
just
This
had
is
me
a trap.
watching Harry Potter.
And this show is over.
Thank you,
I've never
everybody.
seen
Good night.
Harry Potter, so I've been watching that as of late.
Wait, you haven't seen any of the Harry Potters?
Not until this last week. I've only seen 3 of them so far.
In chronological order?
Wow.
Yes.
Okay. All right. Well, we're off to a good start then.
Wow.
But then HBO just took it off the
Yeah,
app, and I was like, "What? How do I find it
I
now?"
think you could stream them on Netflix or HBO Max or something like that.
Well, it was on HBO Max until a week ago. Now it's
Oh,
gone. I guess their
alright.
contract ended.
Oh.
No one tells me anything.
Yeah, they just took off some movies that I wanted to see. Bastards. So actually, they might have gone to Peacock.
I don't have
Peacock.
Peacock.
Might have.
No.
Gay ass. Of course they would.
I'm surprised you didn't get into Harry Potter, Seymour. He looks just like you. You look like a gay Harry. He immediately takes the glasses off. Have a little scar right there.
You know what? I'm gonna put on a different pair of glasses because I don't want you guys.
And you both love playing with wands, you know?
Oh, there you go.
Those are exactly the same. What?
What? They're all round. I don't.
They don't look. Yeah, they don't look any different.
You know
Yeah, they were
what?
pretty similar.
Screw you guys.
Yeah,
I'm
what?
going home.
Oh,
There
very
you
good.
go.
That looks nice.
Thanks.
There we go. And now we can see the porn reflecting from the sunglasses.
Very
that he's
Devil Wears
watching.
Prada of you, Chris. Very nice.
I wonder, can you see this in the reflection?
Oh God, there's a lot of lighting, so your finger just blends into the light. I can't really see it. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
I'm sorry.
Now, this is actually since you've lived both in Florida and the New Jersey area, I feel like you could be a good authority to ask this. Is a hot dog a sandwich?
Is a hot dog a sandwich? I want to say no. I mean, yeah, there's bread and there's meat and condiments, or sometimes with the Chicago dog veggies and stuff. But I don't know. I feel like a hot dog's its own entity. It's a hot dog. You need a special roll for it.
I like
It's
that.
not like two sandwich breads. You could put it on a sandwich, but
I like that.
I don't think so. I think it's kind of its own thing. I guess by definition it's a
like that.
sandwich, but I wouldn't call it a sandwich. Hey guys, let's go get sandwiches. Oh, let's get a hot dog. That's not a sandwich. Like, no, I'm sorry. Yeah,
Agreed. How do you feel about ketchup on a hot dog?
no, absolutely fucking not. Very strong opinion on this. Mustard only.
My man.
Mustard
My
only.
man.
Delicious.
No ketchup.
My man.
Delicious. See, in Venezuela, we get hot dogs and we literally put like everything on it, like ketchup, mustard, mayo, like crushed up chips, like onions, relish. Like we just like put the works on this shit and then we crush it.
I think you can put it on
It's epic. Melted
diced
cheese.
tomatoes in lieu of ketchup. I'm okay with that.
That's very Chicago style of you. Yeah, I can fuck with that. Yeah.
That's like the
I don't know.
Chicago.
Mustard and sour.
Ketchup's good on anything, you guys, except steak. You
I was
shouldn't
gonna
put
say I was
ketchup
gonna call you out
steak.
on that. I was like, say it, Carlos. Say it. No, ketchup.
No,
I don't know.
you can't.
I'm not a,
You
I'm
can't
not
put
a
it on
ketchup
steak.
guy. Like, I mean, it depends on what it is, what I'm doing. I don't know.
I think ketchup is all or nothing. So if you can put it on a hot dog, you can put it on a steak. Or not.
No, you can't put it on a steak, Chris. You can't do that. No, but you
I
can't put
agree,
it on.
but I don't think it should go
'Cause
on
it's pork
anything.
versus
No, a
meat.
burger. It can go on a burger. That is acceptable. I think that is acceptable.
That's true. That's true. Yeah, you can totally have it.
I'm very
Absolutely.
anti-ketchup.
That's the.
I
I
see
would have a
that.
tomato.
I don't like this.
This is the
I don't like
weirdest
this hate
thing that-
speech coming from you, Simo. I really don't.
It's your body.
I actually in Venezuela we put ketchup in pasta.
See
and
that
then we
that's
put, like,
fucking
butter
blasphemy
and
right there. Wait, you do that?
Cheese. It's
Why do
it's
you
pretty
do that?
delicious, I'm not gonna lie. With,
How hard is it?
It's
Get a
delicious. I don't
fucking
know.
jar
I
of
grew up
tomato
doing
sauce.
it.
That's not difficult.
And when you're feeling lazy, you know, you have like some shit, and so you just you got butter, Parmesan
No.
cheese, ketchup, and pasta. It's so good.
I am
Just-
mortified
honestly,
right now.
it's-
I'm.
Everybody always looks at me weird, but if you try it,
Are you sure you're from Venezuela and not like the Midwest? No offense, Chris. Oh my God.
That's like a Filipino thing, I feel like. I feel like in the Philippines, they put hot dogs in spaghetti. And
Well, if you grew
yeah,
if you grew up poor, that's you trust me, you do that.
yeah.
Yeah.
poor
Hot dogs go in
lazy.
everything when you're poor. Trust me.
Yeah, exactly.
Everything.
Those first few years of doing just stand up.
Hot dogs.
Definitely, hot dog went in a lot of my.
Okay, so
meals.
I want to change the discussion. I wanna pivot just a bit because earlier we were talking about you being a flight attendant for
Ah.
Southwest with your theater background, correct? So
Yeah. We'll remain nameless on the airline.
so can you tell me
Spirit
about your
Airlines.
uniform as a flight attendant? Because I love a man in uniform.
What do you mean about I wear pants and a shirt and a tie? What else do you want to know? It doesn't breathe.
Doesn't breathe?
No, it's kind of made like a wool type thing. So like on a really hot day, it just
So it gets nice and sweaty.
when Carlos is done. Hold on. You done? You got that out? You feel better, baby? Yeah? You want me to tickle you a little bit? Huh? There you go. All right.
Ron's balls look like a sweaty Dr. Phil.
Yep, he's getting canceled too. Yeah, it's it's yeah, they're like made of wool, and they're not very comfortable in the summertime. Yeah.
Why would they make them out of
It's
wool?
basically like I wear a 3-piece suit kind of thing, essentially. Vest, tie, jacket.
Which
Do you wear like a
I should
wrestling
let you wear
singlet
your bow
underneath of
tie.
it? Please tell me yes.
That is none of your business. Absolutely, yes.
Have you ever
I
banged
mean,
your
if-
wife in uniform?
If there's a terrorist
Have
on
I
the
ever
plane,
banged my wife in uniform?
Yeah.
Hold on. I have to, no, but the uniform came off quickly after I got back
you
from
guys should
training.
do that.
Oh yeah,
Do it in our uniforms.
and let us
Yeah.
watch next week's episode of the Frat Chat podcast.
Well, considering she's a flight attendant too, this could be fun. I think this movie's already been made, but this could be fun.
Okay, so to our listeners, Ron's been married to this beautiful lady who is a big fan of the greatest comedy show of all time, but she's also just one of my favorite people.
Mhm.
And you've been married for how long? Like a decade?
This year will be 8 years together for 14.
Wow. So what advice do you have to someone like me who's a newlywed?
Everything.
Just apologize
Let me
for
tell you what my grandpa-
everything?
No, shut up. Oh, no, I'm kidding. Everything is 50-50. Everything. You got a lot of give and take, a lot of just kind of know when to shut your mouth, know when to fight, things like that.
Gotcha.
And for Simon Mario, it's a lot
Like,
of give and take.
whoa.
Like a lot.
No, it's you really have to. You have to be. Patience is a thing. Definitely patience. I mean, you and
Yeah.
your husband, if he's just being an asshole, and you just sometimes let him go. Just let him talk. Or if you're being an asshole,
I just
Just,
call it ice.
okay, you could do that. That's usually not
But-
how a
but
good marriage lasts.
Carlos
but,
is right. There's a lot of give and take because what we're going to do, have a conversation. What the fuck's he saying? I don't know.
Well, yeah. You communicate. Communication
I'm
is
like,
huge.
yes, baby, whatever. I agree. Here, I'm going to just roll over and you do
Take
what you
it.
want.
Now give it. Now take it. Now give it.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah, it's a lot of patience, a lot of give and take, and I don't mean it like that, but yeah. That's all
Thank
I
you
have.
for that.
Now,
You're welcome. You're welcome. Best of luck
Yes.
to you in your newlywed marriage.
Yeah, we'll see. Just kidding. Thank you.
on that note, do you know any good divorce attorneys? Right? Not just kidding.
Yeah, I probably do. Yeah, I think I know a couple people.
Now, I'm sure you've seen some things as a
Sure.
flight attendant, some weird things, especially during the
Oh,
COVID
yeah.
days. Can you tell us the weirdest thing you ever saw?
Oh. So it's not like weird. It's just it's interesting. I didn't expect it to end this way. So a lady on a flight, it was an international flight, and I was actually working with my wife, and we told her to put her mask on. Tu mascarilla, por favor. It was a Spanish destination. And she did not do it. She refused to comply. So obviously we called security when we got there. Mind you, we have to go through customs still. We get to the airport. They meet her. They take her off the plane. She runs up the jet bridge screaming and then locks herself in the men's bathroom before customs. No idea what the fuck happened. No idea.
Wait, were you guys going to Venezuela? You said it was a Spanish speaking country?
Yes,
That
yes. No,
sounds
no.
like something maybe one of Carlos's cousins would have done.
No, but yeah, I don't know I don't know if she was smuggling something. I have no idea. But yeah, she.
I told her not to get the in-flight
Oh,
burrito.
the
Just
worst.
saying.
But yeah, no,
When you gotta
I'm
go,
grateful.
you
I
gotta
haven't seen
go.
like any like crazy fights or anything like that, or God forbid somebody try to, attack the cockpit or anything like that. I haven't. Thank God, I haven't seen anything like that.
Hmm.
But yeah, that's probably one of the weirdest.
I got a
things that
cockpit
happened.
for you.
Oh baby.
Yes.
Let me be your first
We really just
officer.
wanted to talk about. We just wanted to talk about this subject so we can say
Cockpit
cockpit
Yeah.
when we sponsor the shows.
Exactly.
Yes.
Yeah, nothing. I unfortunately don't have too many crazy stories. I mean, what up? Yeah, I mean, drunk people on the plane screaming at everybody and stuff like that. That's always fun. But I've never had to use the flex cuffs or anything like that.
So you said flex cuffs?
Yeah. It is. They're basically like plastic handcuffs that we're trained how to use.
Oh, I thought they were zip
Like
ties.
zip ties.
Same concept, yeah. We call them flex cuffs, but yeah.
So where do you keep the zip ties and like the
There-
duct
there's-
tapes? I know
there's
you
the-
had
there-
them. Is there a
no,
is
we
there
don't.
like a
No, we don't have
station
duct tape.
next?
No,
Oh, is there like
There's
a
a- there-
station next to the vending machine?
yeah, sure. There's designated spots on the plane. Each plane's different. It's where
So-
safety equipment is and stuff like that.
I assume that like watching a lot of movies, there's always an air marshal. So how common are air marshals on flights? Would they be the ones doing the handcuffing?
Oh God, I don't know if I'm allowed to say this. I've
Are
seen
they
air
at least
marshals on the-
introduced to you before the flight, or do you just
Yeah,
not know?
yeah, we know what's going on. Absolutely. We of course know what's going on.
Are they
Yeah.
on every flight?
I think
No.
so, right?
No, I probably just lost my job saying that. But no, they are on. I mean, I depends. I don't know. It's so random. I don't know.
Maybe they're on the flights where people have last names that sound like Garcia, and they're like, ugh.
Mm,
Yeah, they're definitely on my flight.
maybe. But it's totally random. I mean, sometimes you see them, sometimes you don't. Yeah.
Now you can take those zip cups home and have some
Oh, yeah.
fun.
Oh yeah.
Depending on what the air marshal looks like, I might even just act out on purpose.
Please don't. Please don't.
Simo's gonna put those sunglasses back on and just totally kill it.
Yeah.
Boom, baby.
Excuse me, I asked for Diet Coke. This
Oh
is
my God.
They act like
Clay
that. That's not a
Aiken
joke,
did that
Carlos.
one
They
time
really
at
do
a
act like that.
diner. Clay Aiken flipped out
Wait,
a
what
diner
happened
because
at
he
the
got
diner?
Diet Coke versus Diet Pepsi and was like, "This is not Diet Pepsi." And like, shut up, stop it. The beginning at the end.
At that point, if it's diet, it's diet. Like, shut the fuck up.
Yeah, well now they're doing like all zero sodas now. It's no longer diet. It's like Coke Zero and Pepsi Zero. That's what
Yeah,
they're starting.
gross. It's like, what's the world coming to?
Zero sodas.
And you know all that stuff just kills you too.
Yeah, I
So
mean it's
like,
not
rather just have
none
the
of it's good
sugar.
for you. Absolutely not. It's
Yeah, I'd rather literally just drink the sugar than whatever the fuck that is that makes it taste similar but have no calories. Like,
Yeah.
whatever.
apparently the Zero put like
Just
two
saying.
artificial sweeteners in there, which is why it tastes more like the regular stuff. Yeah.
The OG.
And when they say 2 artificial sweeteners, they mean it's me and some other gay guy who's had a lot of work done. We put our fingers in it and we just go like this. We stir. I'm the artificial sweetener. Joke's out.
They just dirty Sanchez.
Yeah.
There you go.
There's 0.8% of Simo's asshole in every
Ooh.
bottle.
Ooh,
Why not?
I like it.
Now, have you ever seen anyone pull off the
Oh,
Mile
that's a
High
good
Club?
question.
I think
while
I've
you
seen
were in-
people like try to attempt it kind of thing, but usually somebody's always in the back of the plane, so it doesn't happen as much as it used to. At least not on my
Okay, so
flights. But
let me
but
ask you.
I have caught people trying to do stuff like in the seat or under a blanket and things like that. Yeah.
what do you say to them?
Excuse me.
Sir, stop
Excuse me,
jerking
can I help
off.
you? I one time I said like, can I help you with anything? And they stopped immediately.
What if they were like, yes,
like, nope.
actually?
I got all the help
Yeah,
I need. You
it's-
see the hand? Like,
Don't get caught on the plane doing that. Don't do it. Don't get caught because then it'll suck. It'll suck for you. Not in a
Okay,
good
so
way.
let's pretend.
Literally.
Let's pretend. So let's say Carlos and I are approaching the same bathroom at the same time in effort to join said club. How would you approach us?
I would probably, if you both were going, I would probably just say no, one at a time kind of thing. And if you both went in there together and I didn't catch it in time and it took too long, I would probably knock on the door. And if that didn't stop, I would probably enter the bathroom.
I think.
what if you just hear?
See,
Who does number two work for?
You're not sure.
see, I don't think you're being honest, Ron. I think you would look at Carlos and you would say, "I knew it."
Yeah, probably.
Yeah.
No.
I have a weird toilet phobia, so I just don't think I could ever try doing the Mile High Club. Especially, I don't know what it is. Ever since I started flying the last couple of years, I have not seen one single clean plane bathroom. They're always fucking disgusting.
They're
It's like,
either
I can't bang here.
the ones that usually they're clean, but sometimes they smell.
Yeah.
Sometimes, and not everyone pees in the toilet.
Or people
Yeah.
just piss all over
No,
the
people
seats.
piss on the
though.
floor.
It's
Yeah,
like,
it's not or if let's say they'll hover over the toilet and they miss it completely and just piss all over the floor. Mhm, that's the thing.
yes. It's like, dude, what is going on? And it's always at like the beginning of the flight too. So it's like
Yep.
the rest of the flight just piss
Yep,
all over.
Yep, it is not
God
yeah, it
damn
sucks.
it.
It sucks.
Just don't drink water
Who
before you
cleans
get
the
on the
plane?
plane.
If it's something serious, we'll have to clean it, kind of thing, if we're able to, or we just lock off the bathroom, and then we'll have the cleaners do it. Depends. I mean, it really depends on what it is. Piss, I can usually take care of. Throw up. We have a kit to clean up throw up and stuff like that. But when I don't clean up throw up on a plane.
Nah,
Shit,
that's it.
I don't fuck with. No, I don't deal with that. Absolutely not. Nope.
No, I'm done.
I draw a line. Blood, piss, throw up, fine. Shit, absolutely not. Absolutely not.
This sounds like the fare list on
I'll
Donald
look at the
Trump's.
customer and go, you clean that up. I'm not doing it. You want to sit in your seat, clean up your shit. I'm not doing it. Well, I hate it. For people who listen or are listening, do not change your child in the seat. For the love of God. People do it all the time. There's changing tables in the back and the front of the plane. Do not change your child's dirty diaper in the seat, please.
Why?
And then they try to
people-
hand you the diaper. I'm like, no, absolutely not. That's your child's shit. No. Nope.
Ew.
It is not as glamorous as you think.
Those people are terrorists. That or people who take their shoes off on the plane.
Please don't
Just,
take your
like,
shoes off on the
sprawl
plane. You want
out.
to take your shoes off in your own seat?
Disgusting.
I mean,
dirty
people walk
feet.
into the bathroom barefoot. Barefoot.
Yeah,
Disgusting.
dude.
Don't
I had
do
someone
that.
take their socks off and their feet touched my feet, and I was like, "Ah, gross." Okay, so
Ew.
it's such a tight squeeze in the aisle. If you were pregnant as a flight attendant, are you allowed to work?
What? Say that again.
Can a pregnant person work as a flight attendant? Because
Sure.
the aisles are so narrow. So
Well, they grow out forward, not side to side.
I just feel like, I don't know, if I was in charge of airline and someone was like in the third trimester, I would just say, okay, I need you to sit at the front desk. No more flights for you because like we've had complaints. Fat ass.
I'd be worried about the turbulence.
Yeah, now a lot of people will take a leave of absence prior to, but yeah, it's some women work right up until a month before they're due. It's insane. Yeah.
Yikes.
Wow. Can you imagine you're flying? All of a sudden, is anybody a doctor?
I would love to deliver a baby on a plane. I would love to deliver a child. That'd be so awesome. I'm the first thing this child sees. I'm the first thing. Yes.
I would rather jump off the plane and deliver a baby on
moves
the
to
plane.
Florida.
Really?
Yeah,
I don't
no,
know.
fuck.
It doesn't
I don't
bother me.
know,
I
man.
think it'd be fun.
Okay, aside from do not change your baby in the seats, what other pro trips do you have for travelers?
If we ask you to put your seatbelt on, we're not being a dick. We want you to put your seatbelt on. Remember, when you're taking off and when you're landing, you are changing levels faster than you are like during a cruise flight. So more things can happen as far as turbulence and stuff like that. So keep your seatbelt on. We're not trying to be assholes. We just don't want you to get hurt.
Okay,
Yeah.
that's fair. It's very PC. Give me a PC answer for this. Why are so many flights overbooked?
Yeah, you fucking piece of shit. Fuck you, Ron.
I'm going to put you on the no-fly list, Carlos.
He already is.
Some airlines...
Can't put me on there twice.
Some airlines, I don't know. Some airlines just do that. Some airlines just overbook, and then they move people over to the next flight. I don't know why they do that. I guess it's just more guaranteed sales. I don't know.
What does your airline do? What's the name of your airline again?
Nunya Airways. My airline doesn't usually overbook. They have in the past, but
Mhm.
not always.
That's what.
Okay, so then, Carlos, we can
Now-
rule out
now, did they pay you to
AirTran
say that?
Spirits.
You said-
We can rule out AirTran Spirits and
Did you say
Southwest.
AirTran? AirTran has been gone forever. AirTran's
So
been
those are
gone
the ones we
forever.
can rule out. We'll figure it out by the end of the show.
Okay, there you go.
See, but did it sound to me like Ron was reading
Yeah.
a script there? When it was, my airline does not overbook.
Also, when he was
No, it
like,
doesn't.
when we ask you to put on your seatbelt, the reason is that you're changing levels, and
Someone handed him a wad of cash as he started.
there's someone
saying
else
that.
that has a gun to his head. Like, you better not fuck this up. This is
Yeah, it was very
Detroit,
sketchy,
motherfucker.
very sketchy situation.
Exactly. Our pizza's different than everyone
This is
else's.
Spirit Airlines,
Our pizza's
bitch.
cooked in a pan, motherfucker. Okay?
Yeah.
That's how we do.
Oh Lord! Now to bring it back to comedy, you've had. I mean, you were one of the few people that I can say were there at the first
The
greatest
first,
comedy
yeah.
show of all time. So now that's going on about
Has it
7
been
years
7
this
years?
year, actually.
Holy shit.
August of this year will be 7
Wow.
years with the
Holy
show running.
shit.
So can you tell us? You've had a lot of sets. What is your favorite set? It doesn't have to be at the Greatest Comedy Show, but that you can think is where it's like that night where you're like, God damn it, this was the set of my life. Have you?
I
had
have.
that?
It was definitely at one of
If
our
so,
one of our
share.
shows. I forget what night it was. It was just I came on and it just killed. And it's like those moments when every one of your jokes just hit, everything lands, even the ones that aren't supposed to land as hard land hard. It's one of those nights or something like that.
Yeah.
I did a show one time at a bar in somewhere in Queens, and real working class crowd, and also had a show where I killed. So it's always a good feeling, you know. It's always a good feeling when you get that.
Working
kind of
class crowds
beautiful-
never like the gays, I've noticed.
Nope, no, they don't. Nope. Even though half of them
No.
probably are, but
Yeah.
yeah.
And that's the reason.
When I look at you, I see a piece of me.
The brown.
Mm.
You know, this
Brad-
is a little
Brad.
bit random, but to go back to the Florida discussion earlier, one of the things that puzzles me so much is that so many New Yorkers retire to Florida, and so
Yeah.
like I'm always like, why does Florida have such interesting perspectives on things when they're filled with New Yorkers? There's just something happen as soon as you cross the border where like your beliefs go out the window, and you're like, let me embrace Floridian culture. I don't understand.
I neither do I. People just get to this point where they're like, I'm done with New York. I'm moving to Florida. Why Florida? Oh, it's nice weather year round. Okay.
Like Florida officials,
It's
It's not much cheaper anymore.
It's like Teen Wolf, like when he's morphing into the wolf, but it's like the suit turns into like a Tommy Bahama shirt. You see him signing a Republican.
No, I've
form.
seen that happen. It's scary.
Get away from me!
you know, though, I think that like a lot of the Floridian like school officials are so anti-Semitic with their denial of the Holocaust, but like Florida is like super Jewy. There's so many Jews that come from New York and move to Florida. I'm like, hello, who's voting on this stuff? Like,
Boca Raton has a large Jewish population. A lot of South Florida has a large Jewish population. Like my town, you can barely find Hanukkah cards.
really?
Yeah,
Wow, I just assumed all Florida.
I
was
think
like,
I had one friend who was Jewish growing up, and that was
That's
it. He gave
it?
me a dreidel. Yeah, just one.
gave you a dreidel. They would.
Gave me a dreidel. It's green.
You know what? I had many a dreidels growing up.
Then Ron stopped hanging out with
Yeah,
him.
we did.
I remember
And then he bought his first Kanye CD.
some of my family members, I feel like for every holiday we always have, like not every holiday, but around the holiday season, there's always dreidels and gold coins that were really chocolate, but I don't know how
Is that when you
old
win
they
the
were.
dreidel, you get the gold coins? Is that?
Sometimes it's 4 different
Yeah.
settings. Sometimes you take the full pot, you take half the pot or whatever. But it's I would always think to myself, like, are these new chocolate coins or are these last year's chocolate coins? You know what? I don't even want to know. I'm not. It's fine. I'm good
Did you
without
eat
it.
the chocolate coins?
No, never. No.
What's the point of getting them?
He was watching his.
You're
figure.
supposed
right?
to eat them, but I don't know how fresh they were.
Why are they so? They're such a pain in the ass to peel, though.
I know.
Yeah, it's like
I
my hands
know.
get all covered
I
in.
hate 'em.
I'll
Ew.
just wait till Easter for the jelly beans.
And you put them in your
They
pocket.
melt,
They
yeah,
melt.
now it
It's
looks like you shit your pants. Yeah.
What is the purpose of this
I
fucking
save them for
candy?
an airline, and I put them on my hands like this, and I touch everything in the bathroom.
And then Ron comes in like, God damn it.
You were both on the no-fly list.
Not again.
Both. Chris Moore, that's going to be an easy one to flag. That's not Carlos Garcia. That's an easy one to flag. You're both done.
Yeah, right. Good luck, bitch. It's like banning Muhammad.
Oh my God.
You can't ban us all.
Okay, so speaking of bathroom bombs, because that's basically what it is. It's an explosion in your bathroom that you refuse to clean up. I know all about you. So what is the biggest bomb of your life? Not in a bathroom, but on stage.
Ooh.
Yes.
Ooh. So I was in.
Are there a lot? You
one.
gotta narrow it down.
I don't have a lot. I'm grateful for that, but I have definitely bombed. Of course, we all have, right? It was in Near's Tavern. I was doing a show at Near's Tavern, famous Near's Tavern in Woodhaven, Queens, and some guy started heckling me really hard. He was blackout drunk, and apparently he had a gun on him. So if I
In Queens?
Yeah. He was
Not
a former
Jackson
Marine.
Heights. Wow.
No, apparently he had a gun on him. From what one of my comedian buddies told me, he used to be a security guard, so he patted his back and he found a gun. And I was like, oh shit. So after he basically stole my thunder, I used to do jokes about my grandma, and I'm like, who's the leader of the family? Like, your grandma, right? And this girl goes, my grandma's dead. And then crickets. Done. My buddy actually came and pulled me off stage. Like, not physically, but he was standing there at the bottom with the cane, essentially. And yeah, that was horrible. Like, it was bad.
You should have said,
I couldn't recover.
You should have told that girl, maybe if your grandma could take a dick, I wouldn't have had to handle this shit.
Yeah, I probably should have said that, but, I was done. It just, that was awful.
We've all been there. Bombing is a part of life.
A part of the
ladies
comedy
and
world.
gentlemen. God. Yes, I've eaten some shit before. So.
You guys ever have a performance where you're like, it's not a bomb, but it wasn't nearly as good as what you can do, but it feels like a bomb?
Yes.
Yeah.
Yes. Those are kind
I go
of
to
the
Jess.
worst.
I'm like, yeah, that was okay. She did. You did great. I'm like, no, I fucking didn't. That was awful. That was horrible. You got laughs. I'm like,
Yeah.
that's it.
Obviously,
Yeah, when you get chuckles in every joke, but not like full blown.
I was talking to a friend recently. Obviously, there has to be a level of talent and, experience when you're performing, but sometimes it's just timing. Not necessarily comedic timing, but it's just like the time and place, Like I could have an amazing set and do the exact same material upstate in fucking like Syracuse, and they're gonna hate me. It is what it is.
Yeah.
You could do it. You could.
And some
You could
crowds
do
are
it in
just
Florida.
not
They probably hate you. Yeah.
necessarily
Yeah.
banging.
Sometimes when I'm outside of New York City, I'm like, I open up with, "Do you guys like gay people?" And if it's silent, I'm like, "Me neither." Just to make sure we're on the same page. Facts, right? Yikes.
Off to a real good
Just
start
wondering.
there.
I'm not gay. Ooh.
Oh, it's a
Yucky,
puppy.
yucky.
Oh.
Yeah, she always comes to get her moment into shine.
Nice.
Now.
She needs
It's
she needs a theme song.
It's me,
Hi,
Stella.
Stella.
Oh yeah.
Needs a theme song.
She needs a theme song.
She needs a bath.
Right? I don't know. I feel like I'm not doing Florida justice. But
Yeah, you're gonna get kicked
that's
out.
fine.
The official Florida Facebook
I was
group.
Listen,
guy's a
Florida man
traitor.
followed me first, okay? I'm just saying. Florida man followed me first. Yeah.
I had a one time I got stuck in Jacksonville because of a storm at the airport, and so I went to like a hotel nearby, and that night I ate at I think it was like a Ruby Tuesday or something.
Okay.
And some I was wearing like a Pride t-shirt because there was like a Pride parade like the week prior, and someone approached me and started reading sections of the Bible to me, just like reciting scriptures. And then I looked at the bartender like, "Are you gonna say something? Do you want me to whip out the faggot too? Because I'll do it, And and this bartender was like, you should listen. He might have something, worth listening to. Like I would just hear him out.
Wow.
And I was like, what? Like, fuck Florida.
See, parts of Jacksonville are extremely liberal and open and welcoming to all that kind of stuff.
Really?
Yeah, Jacksonville's huge. It's the largest city in the country as far as area.
It is?
Yeah, the largest
I
city
did
in the
not
country.
know that.
Mhm.
I just assumed it was the Bible Belt.
No, my best friend lives there, so there's parts of Jacksonville that are very liberal, very open, super chill. And then there are parts where
You're not referring to
you
your
were
friend's butthole. You're referring to the.
No. That's surprisingly.
Super
No, it's very
warm.
closed off, unfortunately.
Super
but
clean.
Yeah, it's
Yeah.
Smells nice.
flowers and begonias.
Tastes like lavender.
Eucalyptus.
Mhm,
But yeah.
mhm.
Now this is for our last question
Sure.
here. This is a personal one that the listeners and the people watching on YouTube will really want to know. Is it true that you are the same height standing up as you are sitting down? Please confirm.
Depends on the chair. Depends on the chair. Wow. Wow. I hope you lose all your hair. Wow. And your beautiful
sorry.
hairline. How dare you?
I'm sorry. Hey Ron, I can't
Hey.
really hear you. Can you stand on the chair and say that to my face? Thanks.
Oh my God. I'm going to dick slap you when I see you. My God. Mushroom bruise.
Just
for
make you
days.
stand up on a table.
I'll bring the step stool.
I'm going to have to stand on a table or a step stool, but I'm going to mushroom bruise the shit out of you. My God.
And that was our interview with Wee Man, ladies and gentlemen.
Wow.
Oh,
I am not a
man.
member of the little community. I'm sorry. I meet that by like 6 inches or something like that.
New Jersey's own Danny DeVito.
Who I'm distantly related to, which is crazy.
Yeah.
Distantly related to, I think through marriage or some shit. But yeah, it's fucked up, man. I'm not the shortest one in my family.
We
I
love
you
you,
guys.
Ron.
Not the shortest one in my family.
They'll love the last question in particular, but we love you, good sir. Thank you so much for coming on. Where can the people follow you?
You can follow me on Instagram, Rev Ron Prendimano, because I'm an ordained Dudas priest. And Chris, Simo, and Carlos, thank you so much for having me. Thank you.
You got it.
It's an honor.
I'll have you every night.
And it was.
Where's your husband? Is he in the other room?
Who cares? Let him record it.
He's
Well,
playing
I don't know
that
if you knew this, but that dildo is modeled after mine. That is the mold of me. So you're welcome.
dildo. Yes.
And all cannolis were modeled after you too.
You just suck the white stuff out of it. Yeah, little chocolate
Yeah,
chips
dude.
too. Gross.
All right, you guys. And for the rest of you, make sure you give us a follow on all social channels at FratChat Podcast. That's on Facebook. That's on Instagram. That is on Twitter. Make sure you follow our YouTube channel as well at FratChat Podcast. Make sure you give me a follow at Carlos Does the World on Instagram, on Facebook, on TikTok, on YouTube, and Carlos Does World on Twitter. And make sure you follow my good buddy Simo over there at chris.moore.comedy on Instagram, on TikTok, and it's C More Comedy on the old Twitter machine. Oh, yeah. So on that note, Mr. Mo, why don't you get us out of here? We love you, Mr.
Thank
Ron.
you.
Thank
Thank
you.
you.
Okay, listeners, I motion to adjourn this meeting. I need to go change my child in an airplane. Thank you.
And I second. Make sure Ron cleans up all the movies.
Bye, bitches.
All right, you guys. We'll be back next week. See ya.
Bye.